The night sky has always been a place of mystery, a silent canvas of stars, whispering secrets to those who dare to listen. Among the countless stories hidden in its silver glow, there is one that the stars still remember. The story of a little owl whose heart was filled not with fear of the dark, but with the hunger to understand it. This is the tale of Orin, the curious owl and the moon. A story not just about light and shadow, but about courage, wisdom, and the magic of curiosity. A reminder that sometimes the answers we seek are not found by reaching farther, but by looking deeper. So close your eyes, breathe softly, and listen to the forest as it hums beneath the moonlight. For tonight, we journey into the heart of the night, where a curious little owl once tried to touch the moon. Once upon a time, in a vast and whispering forest, where mist kissed the leaves and stars looked like diamonds scattered across velvet skies, there lived a young owl named Orin. Orin was no ordinary owl. While his brothers and sisters were proud hunters, swooping silently through the night to catch their meals, Orin was different. He didn't care much for hunting or showing off his flying skills. What he loved most was thinking, wondering, asking questions, and listening to the music of the night. The forest around him was alive every evening. The crickets chirped their endless songs. The wind danced through the pine needles, and the streams reflected the silver glow of the moon. But among all these sounds and sights, one thing fascinated Orin more than anything: the moon itself. The moon was his mystery. Every night it rose gently from behind the mountains, glowing softly, bathing the world in its pale, calm light. Sometimes it was round and full like a lantern of hope. Sometimes it was a thin crescent, like a smile hiding behind clouds. And sometimes it vanished completely, leaving only darkness. Yet Orin always felt it watching over him. He began to feel a strange connection to the moon. When he looked at it, he felt peace. When it disappeared, he felt lonely. "Who are you?" he would whisper from his high perch on the oak tree. "Why do you change your shape? And why do you follow me wherever I fly?" The moon, silent and patient, never answered. But Orin's curiosity only grew stronger. He longed to understand why the moon shone so bright, and what made it so different from the stars. One night, as the world slept under a silver sky, Orin made a decision that would change his life forever. "Tonight," he said softly, "I will find the truth. I will fly to the moon itself." The forest watched in silence as Orin spread his wings and took flight. He soared past the treetops, past the clouds that shimmered in the moonlight, and higher than any owl had ever dared to go. The air grew colder and thinner, and the stars grew brighter and sharper, as if he was flying through a field of diamonds. The moon seemed so close that he could almost touch it. "Just a little higher," he whispered, flapping his tired wings. But no matter how high he climbed, the moon stayed far away, silent and still. Finally, exhausted and trembling, Orin landed on a drifting cloud. His wings ached, and his breath came in small gasps. He looked up at the shining orb above him and whispered sadly, "Why can't I reach you? I've tried so hard." Then, to his amazement, the night grew calm and warm, and a gentle voice echoed all around him. Soft, ancient, and full of kindness. "Little one," said the moon, "you have flown far and shown great courage, but you cannot reach me. because I am not something you can touch. I am meant to be seen, not caught. Orin blinked in disbelief. You can speak, he gasped. I've watched you all my life. You shine so bright, so beautiful. I had to know who you are. The moon's voice was like a mother's lullaby. I am the keeper of the night, the mirror of light. I do not shine by myself, little one. The sun gives me its glow, and I reflect it so that the darkness is never too deep. My light is borrowed, but I share it freely with the world below. Orin's eyes widened. So you don't shine for yourself. You shine for others. Yes, said the moon. That is the meaning of my light. Every being has a light inside them. Some share it through kindness, others through wisdom, and some through courage. You, Orin, have the light of curiosity, the desire to know, to understand, to see what others overlook. That too is a form of light. Orin looked down at the sleeping forest below. The rivers shimmered, the trees glowed faintly, and the world seemed peaceful and alive. He realized that the moon's light touched everything. It didn't belong to her alone. It belonged to all who needed it. But Orin asked quietly, don't you ever get tired of shining alone in the darkness? The moon smiled, her glow softening. I am never alone. The stars are my companions. The earth is my dance partner, and creatures like you are my friends. I exist not to be adored, but to remind the world that even in its darkest moments, light still exists. You see, Orin, darkness is not something to fear. It is where light learns to shine. Orin's heart filled with warmth. The moon's words echoed deep within him. For the first time, he understood that curiosity was not just about finding answers. It was about finding meaning. As dawn began to rise, the moon's light started to fade. My time is over for now, little one, she said softly. But remember this, true wisdom is not about knowing everything. It's about seeing the beauty in everything. When you help others see that beauty, you too become a light in the dark. Orin bowed his head respectfully. Thank you, moon, he whispered. I will remember your words. He glided back down to his forest home, the early light of morning touching his feathers. The world looked different now. Every leaf, every ripple of water, every shadow seemed full of purpose. From that day on, Orin lived not just as a curious owl, but as a wise guide. He helped lost travelers find their way using the moonlight. He taught young owlets about the beauty of the night sky. And when storms came, he calmed frightened animals by reminding them, even when clouds hide her, the moon is still there. Every night, before beginning his silent flight, Orin perched atop his oak tree and looked up. The moon would rise, sometimes full, sometimes hidden, but always watching. Thank you, he would whisper, for teaching me how to shine. And high above, the moon would glow a little brighter, smiling down at her little friend who had finally learned that the brightest lights are not the ones that burn the strongest, but the ones that help others see.